Guys, it's really happening. More crossovers in Helldivers, and it's one of the most requested up there with the Halo crossover. Yet somehow people are finding ways to be angry about this information. But hey, I'm either here or there because I haven't even really been on the game recently. They did the thing where they announced the announcement. Kind of funny, but hey, at least it gives me time to make this video. Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. This is Odd Nomad speaking. In my last Helldivers video, I was a little tone deaf to how the community was feeling about the game, and simply was yet to understand the perspective of those who had problems with the game and changes done to the game. Mainly due to my absence on the game, as our graders has taken my time and attention entirely. Unfortunately, energy genuinely hasn't changed, and many people are still unhappy with the state of the game or unhappy with Arrowhead themselves. And I feel you guys, and I also feel the same way as many of you for many different reasons. Only like that due to the amount of problems and ups and downs this game has had as of late. But that's not going to stop me from being excited for new content and a collab that we've been all asking for since the idea of collabs was even a thing for the game. The things that I look forward to and report to you shouldn't make any of you upset. Considering I'm just giving you objective information and then giving you my opinions on it, I felt the need to clarify this due to all the negativity I received as being excited as I was for the EXO Experts Warbond. Thanks to those who are being respectful and willing to have a genuine discussion over the additions and the state of the game, instead of calling me a glazed diver for simply having a reason to be excited for their game. So much so that I even wanted to make a video about it, you know? If you are someone like me who still gets excited about new stuff in Helldivers and has also been asking for this Warhammer crossover, this video is for you. And if you are here to complain about the game, this video simply is not for you. All of our perspectives and experiences with the game are different, and with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this Warhammer crossover. On May 21st, 2026, Arrowhead announced a long-awaited crossover for Helldivers 2, the Warhammer 40k partnership. This will be another legendary warbond akin to the Halo or Killzone warbond, so it's going to run you more super credits than normal. The description reads, "We're excited to announce a collaboration between Helldivers and Warhammer 40k, bringing the next legendary warbond to the Galactic War later this year. More details are coming soon." So this could be coming out anytime soon. We'll be getting the official announcement with a blog post detailing the warbond at some point. So until then, I want to theorize or make a wish list of what I would like to see in a Warhammer warbond in Helldivers 2. Just so you're aware, my experience with 40k is limited. I played basically all the first-person shooters, Darktide, Vermintide, Boltgun, and obviously Space Marine in 1 and 2. So my knowledge of equipment and lore is generally limited. So by all means, if you have any better ideas, be sure to let me know in the comments. I also picked up the Horus Heresy novel, but I have yet to start it. The first thing I'd like to see in a Warhammer Helldivers Warbond is definitely the Boltgun or the Bolter. Its variants are some of the most powerful handheld ballistic anti-personnel weaponry used by the military forces of the Imperium of Man. It is a powerful assault weapon that fires explosive kinetic rounds referred to as bolts. Its description on Wiki literally says, "It is an instrument of mankind's divinity. Its howling blasts are prepared to the gods of battle." Seems pretty spooky to me. There are numerous variants of the Bolter, but I just want to see the standard Bolter assault rifle that we've seen in all the games. Next, I would obviously want to see some Space Marine armor. To me, it doesn't matter which chapter, and I would expect to see the Ultramarines considering they're the poster boys of Space Marine games, and it would be nice if we had multiple options to choose from, but that probably won't happen. So I expect this look here. For an armor passive, I would want something that reflects the Space Marine's ferocity in battle. Maybe a taunt mechanic that scares enemies away after killing a certain amount. Maybe when your health gets low, you entered an anger state, so you do more damage but you can't regenerate or something like that, so it forces you to go out and die in battle. A sort of war cry mode. I'm not sure if it'd be wise to expect any stratagems for this warbond, considering the Halo warbond didn't get any stratagems or eagle attacks, but if they do, this is what I'd like to see. A stratagem idea one of my friends cooked up was basically a new type of mech, that being the Dreadnought. The Dreadnought is described as an ancient, heavily armored bipedal war machine that serves as a walking tomb. It acts as an advanced life support sarcophagus for a mortally wounded Space Marine hero, allowing the veteran to continue fighting and serving their chapter after death.
Do you hear that?
Traitors!
They are everywhere!
Honored brother, join us, and you may sate your rage and aid our cause. Lead me to the slaughter! Onward!
They use heavy firepower ranging from plasma cannons and multi-meltas to massive power fists, making them formidable on both the frontline and heavy support roles. Like in Space Marine 2, I would like to have the ability to call these in and have them follow me around, but being able to control one would be just fine. A Space Marine mech. For melee weapons, we have a lot of options, as the Warhammer universe is packed full with different types of blades and what have you. The ones that I am aware of, all would have a place in the Helldivers ecosystem. I wouldn't have a favorite, so I'm going to name them all. Obviously, there's the chainsword, but we already have one of these, so I believe it'd be redundant to waste the spot on another chainsword. There's the gravity hammer, the power fists, even the power sword. The melee combat in Helldivers leaves a lot to be desired. So to make it simple, I feel like the hammer would be the best pick. Similar to the breaching hammer, but with plasma and possibly unlimited ammo with a recharge or something like that.
I'm bleeding out!
I took him out! The next thing I'd like to see is Cadian Shock Troop Armor. The next armor set I would like to see if we're not involving individual trappers would be the Cadian Trooper Armor. I know even less about the Cadians than I do the Space Marines, but they are the common soldier in the Warhammer universe. Similar to the Marines in the UNSC in Halo, and then you'd consider the Space Marines the Spartans. They are described as highly disciplined frontline infantry of the Astra Militarum. Hailing from the heavily militarized fortress world of Cadia, they served as the gold standard of human soldiery across the galaxy, famously standing resilient against the forces of chaos. Cadian children are drafted into the youth army as young as 14, learning how to assemble rifles and fight against demonic corruption long before they even see active duty. So these guys are badass and low-key very similar to the Helldivers in that sense. They both have armies with youth learning to build weapons and learning how to fight at war at a young age. I'm not sure what passive you'd give this armor set, but Cadians are uniformly well equipped with flak armor, camouflage helmets, and las guns, so maybe some sort of stealth or some sort of damage reduction. In every Warbond, they add name titles like Obedient Democracy Support Trooper, short for ODST, and the Halo Warbond. I think the perfect way to execute this would be to add multiple name titles, and all of them named after a specific chapter in the Warhammer universe. Salamanders, Ultramarines, Blood Angels, Raven Guard, etc. If there won't be any options to wear some Space Wolf armor with some cool fur cloaks, since we'll most likely get the Ultramarine armor, at least let me represent them. Last thing I would like to mention is, I know they won't be adding any new enemies from the Warhammer universe. Imagine if we got the fucking elites from Halo, that would have been sick. I know we would never get any of the factions in Warhammer like the Tyranids as a faction or the Chaos Marines, which would be sick, but to match the craziness that is Helldivers, I would suggest adding the Bio Titan from that one mission in Space Marine 2. As someone who played both Space Marine and Helldivers, when I first laid eyes on the Bio Titan, I immediately thought, ooh, Bio Titan versus Bio Titan would be interesting. Though the Bio Titan is definitely much bigger. Titans are Tyranids factions answer to the colossal factory-built war machines of other races. Grown organically by the hive mind, these massive biomechanical monsters tower over the battlefield, serving as living siege engines designed to smash fortifications and absorb catastrophic damage while the swarm consumes the planet. Unfortunately, my knowledge of the Warhammer universe is a little lacking, and due to that, I can only come up with so many ideas, and most of these concepts exist formally in Space Marine 1 and 2. If there's anything you guys would like to see from the Warhammer universe and Helldivers, be sure to let me know in the comments below. I know some of you out there know the Warhammer universe better than you know our universe, which is fair, because I'm also the same way with like Star Wars and shit. But anyways, did you enjoy this video? Would you like to see more like it? If so, be sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell to be told every time I upload. Give me critiques, let me know where I can improve, and don't be negative in my comments for no reason, I'm sensitive. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Deuces.